Okay, good news. The DC jack arrived just after making this video. I mean the video on disassembling the part of the laptop. Let's go ahead and replace the DC jack on this. And yeah, the customer does want to replace the battery, so we'll get a battery coming in sometime next week. Let's remove this deadly battery. From the force, the battery plastic has broken off, which is normal. From all that force, you do expect some things to break. Now you don't want this sharp object around here. There's a lot of pressure there. One poke, you're gone. Well, a lot of gas will come out. You don't want to inhale that. I'm in an outdoor environment. I don't feel safe about this one, and I think that's going to leak. Oh god, okay. How should we do this? What kind of safety precautions can we take? Problem is HP used a bit of sticky stuff here to hold this cable in. And I'm gonna be a little bit dangerous, come in with a knife, which is something I don't recommend if you don't have good hands. I'm gonna try and cut this tape. I do have a sharper knife. Okay, nice. There we go, time bomb. Get out of there. So you can see the expansion there. Very dangerous. You can see all that pressure. Now that's just going to grow and grow. It's not going to get less. Eventually something has to give. Okay, now to remove the DC jack in this model, the cable runs under, which means the LCD must come out, which means the heatsink needs to come out. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll remove the heatsink first. Maybe we don't need to remove this label. We do. Okay, we do. Shish kebab. Alright. If there is any dust, usually you do want to clear. It's a bit dry. You do want to clean all these areas, air vent holes, or clean them later. So by the looks of it, our hinge is what needs to come out, and just thinking what shortcut we can take to make this quick. We don't want to disassemble the whole unit just for the sake of a DC jack. So what we can do is, as you can see, the hinge is already loose because these screws are loose. Okay, so that can work to our advantage. So what I'm going to do is, so you can do your own way, this is my method. It's gonna loosen just a little bit, not much. Okay, so it's loose as you can see. Same thing here, but this one I'm going to remove the entire 2 screws because we need to lift up the hinge. Be careful, keep holding on. So there, as you can see, it's a bit loose. Good. So we might be able to run this cable. By the looks of it, no, we cannot. Okay, looks like we do need to take this out. Alright. So in that case, let's do the job slightly differently. Okay. Okay, so we need to disconnect the LVDS cable. And the 2 antenna wires. I learned a new technique today in fixing these antenna wires. Is if the port there, you know, where this cable connects to, that port gets damaged, bent, you can desolder that. There's a trace there, and you can solder the wire there. It'll make a much better perfect connection than having to fiddle around trying to connect the wire into that connector that's broken. So what we'll need to do is open it up a little bit to a degree where we can pull the screen out. And come in a little bit more. Just like this. Bending the screen the other way. I should be able to lift it up. If I remember, that's the way. Side is out. Okay, try again. Come on. Come on, mate. Come out. Okay, a bit of a disaster. Let's try a little bit more bending. Will it come out now? Okay. Knowing HB, that one's a little bit difficult, so what we'll need to do now is actually, annoyingly, remove this screw, which is apparently getting in the way. Wow, okay. Wow, HB, okay. You really want to make it difficult. So what I'm going to do in my case, I'm just going to lift up one side. Okay. I'm going to try and take this DC jack out. So it's taped to the bottom. Just like that. Let's have a look at our new one. So this I can put back, just like that. Okay. Okay, so on the old one, you need to be careful. There's actually a rubber padding here, which provides sort of like a bit of waterproof features, if you like. Not much, but a little bit. Okay, that's in. Now, second part is, or the main part is, sorting this cable routing. So as you can see, I've got my cable routed properly, which is supposed to go behind there, just like that, inside there and there. Okay. Just going to try and push the LCD out a little bit. Okay, good. Really, guys? You have to put this thing there? Okay, double check there is no screw hole there. Okay, no screw hole, we're not getting in any way. Okay, so what we're going to do is put some of the screws back for the hinge. Just a little bit. Same on the other side. On the other side again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get this properly set up. Okay, the other side. Okay, now what do we do about the LVDS connector? See if we damaged it or not. Doing it just like that takes a lot of practice, a bit of sheer luck. Okay, now we can just double check the hinge. Alright, sweet. DC jack is in. Nice. Now what's next? Let's clean up all this stuff. Let's put new thermal paste. And it's good. Let's clean this guy too, same process. Okay, let's put some solder. Not solder, thermal paste. Okay, we don't know if our DC jack is working or not, so why don't we get the Wi-Fi cable sorted and then plug it in and see what happens. Okay, beautiful. Alright, moment of truth. See if you have cracked the screen or not. You never know, these things happen. Okay. So we're going to use the charging cable that I fixed. This one here, earlier in the other video. Nice and firm, which is good. Power is in. We have a white light, which is good, and it should turn on with a message complaining about BIOS has been reset, which is fine because there is no battery in there. This will be a touch screen. We can test the touch screen while we're here too. So this is all normal process for the delays. Okay, there we go. Enter key is there. Great. Yep, great. So that's about it. So that's how you change a DC jack on this model. And that should be loading. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to support this channel.